All right, I've had about enough of it, so I got to tell my story. Back in 2020, before the election, here in Phoenix, Arizona, we had a visit from the president, and I didn't even realize he was in town, but I was on the I-10 heading eastbound, and I smelled coolant, so I pulled over on the side of the freeway and I opened up my hood and found out that my radiator hose had popped right next to the hose clamp. So I got to work immediately with the normal tools I have on my belt, and, utility knife with screwdrivers and whatnot on it. And that was enough to save the day. But while I was doing this, I suddenly noticed that there was no traffic around me anymore. About 5 minutes in, there was just no traffic around me anywhere. And as weird as I thought that was, I just continued on about my work. And about another 30 seconds later, I have Secret Service surrounding my truck, and they are not exactly guns drawn, but hand on gun, and being very stern with me to put my hands where they can see them, as they started checking through my truck without even having consent or anything. Now, the point I'm getting at was that this was all done just because miles away, the president was going to be heading down the opposite side of the freeway westbound, and they were worried that my truck might have been an explosive device, and I was just willing to go down with it. And they also had to make sure I didn't have a rifle on me to start trying to shoot at their presidential convoy. Of course, I got to sit there with them while they pretty much didn't let me do anything until the whole convoy drove by, and then they left, and I was free, and I continued on about working on my truck and got the hell out of there. Now, the reason I bring all this up is there's no way they can be that thorough and then not even look at the rooftop 450 feet away. There's no way. It's not going to happen. I didn't even get to see the president, and I don't even know which of the several limos he was in. Not a clue. And their limos, I'm pretty sure, are bulletproof, not 100%. So I really don't think I would have been even close to the amount of danger that an unsecured rooftop 450 feet away would have been. This was clearly more than just neglect. This was clearly more than just incompetence of the Secret Service. This was clearly something planned. There's no way some random 20-year-old is going to take a 3.5-foot long rifle up a ladder and lay there long enough for the crowd to scream about it, point at him. Secret Service does nothing until shots are fired. The whole plan, I can tell you right now, was let him do what he's supposed to do and then take him out so he can't talk about it afterwards. He missed his shot. Too bad. They couldn't risk looking any more corrupt than they already looked, so they had to take him out. That's the story. That's all I'm going to see. That's all I'm going to say. You disagree with me? Have a heyday about it in the comments.